Okay, questions for Coach?
You said Peyton was going to have a bust-out game. It seemed like it tonight. What was it that you really liked?
He was real close. I mean, he's been playing very well, working hard, staying after it, staying positive. And the thing that I told him was, you know, sometimes guys that are good shooters, they get the reputation, okay, he's a shooter. Peyton Sanford's a really good basketball player. You know, he gets a tip in and one, he gets a drive left, finish and one, pull up, 3, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. I mean, just a complete game. He's active defensively, can play multiple positions. And, you know, I thought the best thing about the whole night was how his teammates responded to him, because they love him. I mean, I love him. He's tremendous, and you're going to see a lot more of that.
You said he was kind of overcomplicating it and putting pressure on himself. When did you kind of see that change, maybe in practice? Or?
Well, he's incredibly conscientious. I mean, he really works hard. I mean, he's in the gym all the time, all year long, not just during the season. So, you know, then he starts to struggle, and he was just getting down on himself a little bit. And, you know, the staff stayed positive with him, his teammates stayed positive with him, his family did, and this was just a matter of time.
As a coach, what's the best thing you can do for a player when he's going through a cold stretch?
Well, you got to let him play through it. You know, you don't want to yank him, and you don't want to, you know, get on him. You want to stay positive with him, which I've done because I know how good he is and I believe in him. He's got to know that you believe in him. Like, he'll never trust his talent if he doesn't think the coach does. So, you know, I just told him I know how good he is. It's going to happen. Just keep grinding. And, you know, not only was the bench incredibly supportive, so was the crowd, so we really appreciate that.
You know, it wasn't just him making a bunch of wide open threes. He worked pretty hard to get a lot of those shots.
He moves incredibly well without the ball. He cuts and screens with a purpose, and he can catch it on the move, or he can dribble it on the move and make a play for himself or for somebody else, get to the free throw line. And, you know, he's never been a big mistake guy. You know, in that stretch when he was struggling, he made a few more mistakes than he normally does, but he's not a big mistake guy. So, yeah, he's a guy that you want to put out there and leave out there because good things are going to happen.
Phillips said he felt like it kind of came easy to him at times tonight. Is this kind of the performance you were expecting from him?
Well, he was a focal point of the game plan. We wanted to go inside with him. But the thing about him that I was so impressed with was, you know, more than a 30 and 9 was a 6 assists. So we were able to, you know, we did that a lot in the Iowa State game. You know, we're playing through him because he can dribble, pass, and shoot. So, boy, that's a great weapon to have.
Well, how has he responded, and maybe this is an obvious question, but how has he responded to Chris's absence? It seems like he has just taken that vacuum and just filled it.
Well, you know, it puts more pressure on him. He's got to play more minutes. Connor's got to play more minutes. Patrick's got to play more minutes. Peyton's got to play more minutes at the forward position, maybe less in the guard position. So it puts pressure on all of those guys. But, you know, from a scoring standpoint, Phillip has really stepped up. And that's obviously a void that we lose with Chris being out. So it's great to see.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Fran.